What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Source Plug, the place where we talk about movies, TV shows, and sometimes I bring up theories every now and again. Today, I'm talking about movies, specifically Prey. I just finished watching Prey, the predecessor of the Predator franchise that started with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and let me tell you, this protagonist, she got some fight in her. Make sure you like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more. Let's get into the review. I'll see y'all there. So, starting off, the Predator franchise has not been well received among the fans after the first Predator movie. I wasn't a big fan of the others, but each one introduced different concepts in the franchise, but none of them really stuck the landing for me. But I can't say the same about Prey. The movie's concept overall is great. Even though it's a prequel, I wouldn't say it's the origin of the Predator, but it is set 300 years ago in the world of the Comanche Nation. I hope I'm saying that right. Naru is a woman from the tribe, and she has been raised in the shadow of some of the most legendary hunters who roam the Great Plains. When danger threatens her camp, she sets out to protect her people. The prey she stalks and ultimately confronts turns out to be a highly evolved alien predator with a technological advanced arsenal, resulting in this vicious and terrifying showdown between the two. Speaking of all that, about fighting and things of that nature, let's just kick it off with the R rating. I thought it was executed beautifully. A lot of films would slap an R rating just to say it's for adults and have a gore fest, but Prey doesn't go that route. It uses the rating to allow creativity in the action sequences, and trust me, it's pretty creative. And also, the kill count in the film is also greatly used. It was less about how bloody the kill was and more about how much of a disadvantage the Native Americans and other people in the film had against the Predator. For a time so far in the past, it amazes me the technology the Predator possesses. Even though the audience is here for the Predator, I understand. The real scene grabber though was Amber Midthunder, who plays the protagonist Naru. I loved her in the TV show Legion, and she brings that same energy to this movie. I couldn't take my eyes off of her. She has scenes with so much emotional weight behind them, with such a presence in each scene she's in. Whether that's a personal conversation or a situation she's in and needs to find a way out fast, her character comes across as someone that's not a Mary Sue. If anything, this film makes her character earn every step forward and punishes for every step backwards. And since we're talking about the character, I think it's important to know the writing and directing were in good hands. The fighting wasn't camera shaky that made you nauseous and hard to follow, and the script follows a successful formula that really only the first Predator movie captured. I won't spoil the formula here since this is a non spoiler review, but if you know, you know. Some people might see that as a con, as the story beats are predictable, but it didn't matter to me. The in between scenes before you get to the next story beat is what kept me going. I felt like I was following someone that was learning more about themselves, but also their enemy. Even though the story beats are familiar, I still felt the tension for Naru and the rest of the gang. Speaking of which, I love the culture presented in this film. It felt authentic, detailed, and I wish I could have seen more. It doesn't feel fake or Hollywood, but instead true to the character and true to the culture. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Finally, it was simply a great adventure into the early times of the Predator. The protagonist wasn't a Mary Sue, and the Predator wasn't playing around whenever they showed up. The lack of dialogue and the horror atmosphere kept my attention throughout the entire movie. Either way, if you know how to make a successful Predator movie, then you already know how this plays out. But this movie is less about how it ends and more the trip along the way. Give it a shot. If you like having those oh wow or dang moments, be prepared for some blood, but not anything drastic that'll make you vomit. I'd have to say, Prey is interchangeable with the first Predator in my opinion, but right now, I'd put it as 1B, leaving Predator 1 with Arnold Schwarzenegger at 1A. So it's pretty much right there, neck and neck. That's my quick and dirty non-spoiler review of Prey. Check it out on Hulu and let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'm the Source Plug and I'm out. Peace.